Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. He's got daylight, the 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. He returns the kickoff and even 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 24, Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Javon Wims, the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Hey, Wood.
On third down, Trubisky. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. This is Miller, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Recon, 132 bucks. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Mike, check. 59. Yep. 59, Mike, check. Hey, high 7.
To throw on 3rd down. Gannon. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pulled in at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hatchet. Ran, come. Alert. Hey, exit.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Trubisky now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at first and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Alert. 58, come on. 58. Hey, Charlie.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Here's Trubisky. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Carlson on for the PAT. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. A huge play there for Chicago. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Bravo. Check 50, check 50.
This time, Trubisky will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And all the way down to the 39. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Switch.
Trubisky to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he went. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Mike 58, right there. Hey, alert. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Say. Blue. 58, it's Mike.
In your face.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert. Shoot. Kill.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's get it. They got tight left. Everyone's got 4 down. Back. 18. Shoot. SOS.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Going deep this time for Miller. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a toss play. Allen. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Check.
Trubisky leaves with Montgomery on the draw. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
58, come on. It's our field. It's our field. And it's our route.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Maurice Hurst. Tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16.
Loss of 16 on the sack. 3 and out.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st and 10, Gannon got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We ain't giving up nothing. General West. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Gannon. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This is taken at his 4. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The first throw for the backup Foles. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles caught by Montgomery. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Here's Foles. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Foles escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Pull it high.
Let him know.
On second down, it's Allen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now, it's Allen. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, wahoo! Mike, check.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Man open, Rice! And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on like the fifth tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's third and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Foles. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and